Topping today's news, a Marcos alert today, alerting the public to a missing 15-year-old girl from Elizabeth Estates. The Royal Bahamas Police Force looking to bolster its numbers with an upcoming recruitment exercise. Prime Minister Philip Davis motivating school administrators, and the Ministry of Transport reacts to the taxicab union threat to shut down the airport and the Paradise Island Bridge over issues with livery drivers. Jcn Evening News. I'm Jcn Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. Just before 1 p.m. today, the Royal Bahamas Police Force issued a Marcos alert for 15-year-old Malia Miller of Zimbabwe Avenue, Elizabeth Estates. She was last seen on Monday, August 4th, around 11 a.m. at her residence. However, she was not reported missing until Friday, August 15th. Malia is said to be about 4 feet 10 inches tall, slim build, dark brown complexion. If you know of her whereabouts, you are asked to contact the Criminal Investigations Department at 502-9991 or you can call Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS, 328-8477, and help the police return Malia to her family and loved ones as soon as possible. It has been said by the Minister of National Security, Wayne Munro, on numerous occasions, and confirmed by the Commissioner of Police, Jcn News, that there is a serious need for more police officers. The Commissioner of Police spoke to the need for additional police officers nationwide.
But I do believe, I set a number, and I'm serious with that number. We do need police officers on the police force. There are all of our major islands and many of the keys have police stations and departments that need to be manned.
The force currently has approximately 4,000 police officers. Commissioner Knowles is calling on eligible Bahamians to choose a career in the police force. A vigorous recruitment exercise is now underway.
We have begun our recruitment process. The portal is now open and we're encouraging young people to go in, sign up for the Royal Bahamas Police Force. I can guarantee you a very good and successful career.
The Royal Bahamas Police Force is looking for males and females ages 18 to 30 years old. The online portal opens on August 25th and closes August 29th. If you applied before and fell short, you are encouraged to reapply for consideration. Meantime, that young man who is obviously keen to be a part of the law enforcement, the police force, but did not do it the right way, went about it the wrong way. He appeared in court on Tuesday. Police say the 20-year-old male was charged and arraigned before the magistrate's court in reference to unlawfully having police accoutrements and falsely pretending to be a public officer, even patrolling with officers for about 3 weeks. He pleaded not guilty to the charges and was granted bail in the amount of $5,000. The matter was adjourned to the 9th of September when he will return to court for trial. These charges stem from an incident that was publicized on social media where police discovered that a male was dressed as a policeman pretending to be a police officer while in the Goodman's Bay area. While addressing public school administrators at their annual conclave at the Hilton on Tuesday morning, Prime Minister Philip Davis, like the Minister of Education the day before, thanked the master educators for their dedication to service and their sacrifices. He said as Prime Minister, he spends his days working on policies, budgets, and programs, but he never forgets that the real work of shaping our nation's future happens in their schools, offices, and classrooms.
Your offices, in your classrooms. It happens in the decisions you make, the encouragement you give, the discipline you enforce, and the example you set. And so this morning, I'm here not to lecture, but to acknowledge, to say simply and sincerely, thank you. For every child in the Bahamas today, there is an administrator, a teacher, a principal, a vice principal, or a district officer whose decision, whose encouragement, whose leadership may alter the course of that child's life. Your role is not always celebrated, but it is critical. You are the ones who set the tune in our schools. You are the ones who support and guide our teachers. You are the ones who stand in the gap when parents are absent, when resources are limited, when communities are struggling. You are the ones who make sure the doors of opportunity remain open. Every story of Bahamian success whether in business, medicine, sports, or the arts, has a school administrator somewhere in the background. Someone who believed, someone who insisted on standards, someone who kept the school running even when the odds were stacked against them. That is.
As he spoke to the conclave theme, the Prime Minister promised the administrators that the government will provide them with the resources needed to be successful.
The first part of the theme speaks to building capacity. That means equipping our teachers with skills to meet the demands of modern classrooms. It means investing in professional development, ensuring that they have access to technology and giving them the tools to reach students who learn in different ways. But building capacity also means equipping you, the administrators. You need the training, the mentorship, and support in order to manage schools effectively. You need resources that allow you to lead, not just to cope. And yes, building capacity means investing in physical spaces, too. Our children cannot be expected to learn in buildings that are crumbling, without proper technology, without libraries, without safe environments. Capacity is not just about knowledge. It is about infrastructure, about systems, about people.
The public schools will reopen on Monday, September 1st. The teachers, though, they return to the classroom on August 25th. And finally, in this segment, Commissioner of Police Jcn News was a special guest at the Ministry of Education's annual Administrators Conclave, which was held at the Hilton. In her address, she emphasized the importance of safety in schools, assuring that measures are being put in place to ensure the upcoming school year is not only enjoyable but also secure for both students and the staff.
So we do know that the Ministry of Education will be taking on some measures to protect students and the faculty at the schools. Most of the schools, if not all of the senior schools in New Providence and in some of the Family Islands, have school resource officers. And so they will be assisting those who are in charge of those facilities to ensure that the children and the faculty are always safe as possible when they enter the campus.
The police commissioner said she also supports the idea of the introduction of some form of identification that should be required before entering school campuses.
I do believe that it is important that we reach this time where everyone should have some form of identification to enter our schools so that mischief is not caused. We've seen in the past where parents and guardians went into our schools and created disturbances, and those kind of things that we want to disrupt. And so I support the Ministry of Education in their efforts to better protect our schools, to employ more security officers, and of course we, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, will support them.
A company has already been pegged to roll out the new school ID cards that are expected to be in use by students from junior and senior high school levels, identifying which schools they are allowed to gain entry to beginning this new school year, 2025. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.